The lights go out. 5 red lights above the starting grid. Your heart is pounding. Your hands grip the steering wheel. 20 drivers. 20 of the best racers on the planet. All fighting for the same piece of asphalt. In 3 seconds, you'll accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. You'll reach speeds over 200 miles per hour. One mistake and you're out. One perfect lap and you're a legend. It's March 2026. The Australian Grand Prix, the first race of the new season. You're strapped into a Formula One car worth $15 million. The engine behind you produces over 1,000 horsepower. The carbon fiber chassis weighs less than 1,600 pounds. This machine is a missile on wheels, and you're about to drive it at the absolute limit. But you're not just any driver. You're racing for one of the top teams. Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, the giants of the sport. You fought your entire life to get here. Karting as a kid, then Formula 4 to Formula 2. Thousands of races, millions of miles, countless crashes, and now you're here. Formula 1, the pinnacle of motorsport. Your engineer's voice crackles through your radio. Okay, focus now. We've got this. Car's dialed in. You know what to do. You nod inside your helmet, even though he can't see you. The lights are counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's lights out. Your foot slams down. The acceleration is violent. The G-forces press you back into your seat. You're flying. Turn 1 is coming up fast. 20 cars trying to fit through a gap designed for 3. This is where races are won and lost. This is where careers end. You brake late. Later than you should. You dive down the inside. You claim your position. You survive. You're racing at Albert Park. And the season has officially begun. Hit that like button and subscribe. You're about to experience what it takes to survive at 300 kilometers per hour. But let's rewind. 3 months ago. January, pre-season training. Most people think Formula 1 is just driving. It's not. It's one of the most physically demanding sports on earth. You're in the gym 6 days a week, 2 hours minimum. Your neck muscles need to withstand 5 Gs of lateral force every time you corner. That's 5 times your head's weight pulling sideways. For 2 hours straight. If your neck isn't strong enough, you'll get injured. Or worse, you'll be too slow. Your trainer puts you through hell. Neck exercises with resistance bands. Pulling 30, 40, 50 pounds in every direction. Your neck burns. Your shoulders scream, but you keep going. Then core work. Planks. Russian twists. Hanging leg raises. Your core stability determines how well you control the car when it's sliding at the limit. Cardio is crucial. Your heart rate during a race stays at 170 beats per minute for 2 hours. You need the endurance of a marathon runner combined with the explosive power of a sprinter. So you run. You cycle. You do HIIT training until you think you might collapse. Then there's the simulator. Your team has a full motion racing simulator worth millions. It's so realistic, your brain can't tell the difference. You spend 40 hours in the simulator before the season starts, learning every corner of every track, finding the perfect racing line, practicing overtakes, defending positions. You study data for hours, telemetry from last season, every gear shift, every brake point, every steering input. You analyze where you lost time, where you can gain time. Formula 1 is a game of thousandths of a second. One tiny mistake costs you a position. February. Pre-season testing. Albert Park circuit. This is your first time in the actual car for the season. The new regulations for 2026 have changed everything. The cars are faster, more aerodynamic, more powerful. You need to learn this machine from scratch. You complete 80 laps on day 1. Every lap you're pushing harder, finding the limit. Your engineer is feeding you data constantly. You're losing 3/10 in Sector 2. Try a later break point. Carry more speed through Turn 9. You adjust. You improve. By the end of testing, you're in the top 5 fastest times. The team is happy. You're ready. Race weekend. Thursday. You arrive at the circuit. The paddock is chaos. Teams setting up. Media everywhere. Fans screaming your name. You sign autographs for 10 minutes. Take selfies. Smile for cameras. This is part of the job. But inside, you're already in race mode. Media day, interviews, press conferences. You answer the same questions over and over. How are you feeling about the car? What are your expectations this season? Who's your biggest rival? You give diplomatic answers. You don't reveal strategy. You don't give competitors anything they can use. Friday. Free practice sessions. This is your first time driving on this track this weekend. You have 2 90-minute sessions to learn the track conditions, the asphalt temperature, the grip levels, the wind direction. Everything affects the car's performance. You push hard in practice, maybe too hard. You lock up the brakes going into turn 10, the tires, flat spot. You feel the vibration through the steering wheel, Your engineer calls you in. Box, box. We need to change tires. You've made a mistake. You lost valuable track time. This is a learning moment. Saturday. Qualifying. This is everything. Your starting position for tomorrow's race is determined today. One perfect lap. That's all you get. The pressure is immense. You're in the garage. Your mechanics are preparing the car. Fresh tires. Maximum engine mode. Every component optimized for one flying lap. You climb into the cockpit. They strap you in. 5-point harness. So tight you can barely breathe. You drive out of the pit lane. Warm-up lap. You're weaving side to side, heating the tires. The track is packed. All 20 cars trying to find clean air for their qualifying laps. Traffic management is crucial. Your engineer comes on the radio. Okay, this is it. Push lap. Give me everything. You take a deep breath. You accelerate. Turn 1. Perfect. Turn 2. On the limit. The car is sliding. You catch it. Turn 3. Faster. Turn 4. Your hands are reacting faster than your brain can process. You're operating on instinct alone. You cross the line. Your engineer screams in your ear. P3. P3. Incredible lap. You've qualified third. Tomorrow, you'll start ahead of 17 other drivers. You have a real chance at the podium. Sunday. Race day. You wake up at 6 a.m. You barely slept. Your mind was running through the race start. The first corner. Overtaking opportunities. Tire strategy. Everything. Breakfast is carefully planned. Carbs for energy. Protein for endurance. Hydration is critical. You'll lose 4 to 5 pounds of water weight during the race from sweat. You drink constantly leading up to the start. The paddock is electric. Thousands of fans. Celebrities. Team principals. Engineers. Mechanics. Everyone is focused. This is what the entire week has been building toward. 57 laps, 190 miles. Pure racing. You go through your warm-up routine. Stretching. Reaction drills. Mental visualization. You close your eyes and drive every corner in your mind. You see yourself overtaking, defending, winning. 1 hour before the race, driver briefing. The race director goes over rules, safety procedures, track limits, then you walk the track. Well, you drive it in a golf cart. You study the racing line one more time. You look for debris, oil, anything that could affect grip. 30 minutes. You're in your race suit. Fireproof undergarments, balaclava. The suit is sweltering even before you get in the car, but it could save your life in a fire. You've seen the crashes. You know the risks. The garage is organized chaos. Mechanics making final adjustments. Your engineer is reviewing strategy one more time. We're starting on mediums. We'll go long. Try to undercut the cars ahead in the pit stop window. If there's a safety car, we'll be aggressive. 15 minutes. You walk to the grid. The crowd roars. You climb into the cockpit. The mechanics strap you in. Steering wheel clicks into place. You go through your checks. Buttons. Switches. Everything is where it should be. The formation lap begins. You weave aggressively. Heating tires. Heating brakes. The car ahead is doing the same. You slot into your P3 grid position. The mechanics swarm. Last minute tire pressure checks. They clear the grid. You're alone now. 5 red lights illuminate. Your entire world narrows to those lights. Your right foot hovers over the throttle. Every muscle is tensed. The lights go out. Go. The start is chaos. You get wheel spin. The car to your left doesn't. He's alongside you going into turn 1. You're side by side, neither backing off. This is racing. You brake later. You take the inside. You hold position. P3 maintained. Lap 5. You're pushing hard. The Mercedes ahead is within overtake range. 1 second behind. At 200 miles per hour, that's nothing. Overtake activates. Your rear wing opens. Reduced drag. Extra speed. You pull alongside on the straight. He defends. You back out. Lap 12. Another attempt. This time, you commit. Late braking. You're passed. P2. Now you're hunting the leader. Lap after lap. Pushing. Managing tires. Preserving the car. Racing is about speed, but also about survival. Lap 28. Pit stop. You dive into the pit lane. Your crew is ready. You hit your marks perfectly. The car drops on the jacks. 4 tires off. 4 tires on. Front wing adjustment. Fuel. You're stationary for 2.4 seconds. You're released. Back into the race. You've lost positions, but you're on fresh tires. Time to attack. Lap 40. You're in a battle for P4 with a Ferrari. He's fast, but you're faster on these fresh tires. Every corner is a chess match. He defends the inside. You go around the outside. Risky. Your wheels are millimeters apart at 200 kilometers per hour. One touch and you're both out. You make it stick. P4. You're in the points. Big points. But you want more. The podium is still possible. You push harder. Lap 50. Your tires are degrading. The car is sliding. Your engineer warns you. Manage the tires. We need to bring this home. But you don't back off. You're a racer. You push. And then it happens. Turn 14. You brake too late on worn tires. The rear locks up. The car spins. You're going backward at 100 miles per hour. Armco barrier, coming fast. You brace for impact. Boom. The hit is violent. The G-forces slam you sideways. Your head hits the headrest, but the car did its job. The survival cell is intact. You're okay. Shaken, but okay. Your race is over. DNF did not finish. You sit there for a moment. Anger, frustration, disappointment. You were fighting for a podium. Now you have nothing. This is Formula 1. Glory and heartbreak separated by one mistake. Back in the garage, you debrief with your team. They show you the data, where you pushed too hard, what you could have done differently. There's no blame, just analysis. Learning, that's how you improve. This is the reality of being a Formula 1 driver. The highs are incredible, the lows are devastating. You're paid millions. You travel the world, you're famous. But the pressure is relentless. One bad season and your seat is gone. 20 drivers in Formula 1. Hundreds trying to take your place. Your body hurts constantly. Your neck, your back, your wrists. The G-forces are brutal. You've had concussions, broken bones. You've seen friends get seriously injured. You've been to funerals of drivers who didn't make it. But you wouldn't change it. The speed, the competition, the pure thrill of pushing a machine to its absolute limit. That feeling when you nail a perfect lap. When you overtake someone who said you couldn't. When you stand on the podium with the champagne spraying. That's what you live for. 24 races a year. Testing. Simulator work. Fitness. Media. Travel. It never stops. But when those lights go out and you launch off the grid, nothing else matters. Just you, the car, and the track. This is what it takes to race at the highest level. If you want more, click right here. See you at the next Grand Prix.